Hi, welcome to this week's episode of SPTV, and this week has come for inspiration from a programme about the supermarket Aldi and how they've sort of come to prominence and what they're doing with their business, and how they really came up from sort of around about 2008. I think they've been going slightly longer before that in different countries, but over here in the UK they were relatively new on that side of things. And a really interesting part of the programme was actually, because they're not one of the supermarkets that deliver to people's houses, and they weren't exactly challenged on it, but they were asked about it and why they don't. And the guy that they were interviewing was saying that it's all about efficiency. And if you've been into Aldi or shop there regularly, you'll notice that they're on the tills and they're stacking shelves and they're doing sort of other things around the store as well. So they're very, very efficient on that. So they do have a little less staff on the books. But they were saying that if they did that, they would have to get a whole new warehouse. I mean, they've got big warehouses anyway, but they'd have to get a whole other one just to facilitate the home delivery side. They've obviously got trucks that they'd have to do to actually get the products out of the warehouse to the houses. They'd then have to have more staff to drive the trucks as well. So there's a massive cost, and they were saying that they're not going to do it because it's going to drive up the cost of in-store, because they've obviously got to get that money back. And it just got me thinking about, we've got a lot of customers that kind of go, oh, could you do this or could you do that? Have you ever thought about doing this because we had it from another supplier who subsequently not trading anymore, and can you help us with this because we're now stuck? And we try and implement as much as we can, and we've got a fair amount of flexibility to help people, but there's sometimes we just can't, or it's just not, quite frankly, it's not worth the while of us doing it. We had someone that was adamant that we should be doing product sort of X, Y and Z, but it was going to be another Aldi thing, because we needed to, whilst we've got the space to expand, massively, we don't want to do it down that avenue, because it was going to be, a huge investment. And it could be that, he was the first person to ask in really 2 or 3 years. I think there is a call for it, but not sufficiently from our side. And we could have arguably set that all up, gone to him and gone, this is what it is. And he might have said, well, actually, it's too expensive. It's a bit too much, so I'm not going to do it. And we'd be lumbered with that. And we've then got to go out and get new customers to kind of be able to use what he was suggesting. And it's just that sort of thing of, especially as we are unfortunately at the time of recording this video at the beginning of October, we are kind of racing towards the end of the year and plans for next year, and we've got a lot of things in place for it, but it's how you do things, and is it worthwhile? Is it going to be a massive cost, either in pure finance or your time, which again kind of then in turn means finance, and if it's drawing you away from things as well. So it's that kind of, should we be doing it? Or there's plenty of things we could be doing, but should we? And it's just getting that thing in your mind. And I thought with that Aldi sort of analogy, but the example that they'd given, it could be useful just to kind of go, shall we do that, or could we put the efforts of that into something else? So I hope that's been helpful. It's a little bit different today, but it can just make you think on things with especially the marketing side as well, of there is lots we could do, but should we be doing it? As ever, if you want sort of an independent kind of help to look at that, then let us know. Wherever you're watching this video, there will be a way of getting in contact with us, or messaging us, or commenting below around it somewhere. So get in touch. We're more than happy to be a sort of a listening ear for you, if that would be useful. And I will see you in 7 days time from now with the next episode of SPTV.